A little bit of news. Ernst & Young doubled down on Ethereum. They're a huge firm that does all kinds of accounting for big enterprise. How do you like the light fluctuating on this shit depending on how fucking close I get? God damn, this thing thinks it's so smart it can't even figure out the light. Yeah, that's just an auto adjustment of brightness because I'm wearing such dark clothes. And then when look, I see it goes darker because there's, then I bring it up and I make it, and it does whatever. You don't care. Yeah, I'm tired, man. I worked my ass off. So Ernst & Young, yeah, they're doubling down on Ethereum because they think it's a great thing insofar as what its potential for enterprise, rather than private. They're going to be public with how they operate their accounting, I guess. And yesterday it was the American Economic Association. That was who was in town, and apparently fucking Janet Yellen was there yesterday, dude. I was within the vicinity of a central banker, or a former head of one. She was in the news because she said that regulators are going to need more regulations to control asset bubbles. Dude, I would have had a fucking heyday there, man. I would have been fucking like Eddie Murphy in and amongst that catalog of dick-sucking job seekers. Because that's essentially what that place was for. They were just looking for fucking minions to do the dirty work of the cocksuckers who fucking rule the world. Yeah, and then last night I got a bit tore up, man. I mean, fuck, I got kicked off another Telegram, not in record time, but I got kicked off a Telegram from somebody who has said positive things about me, and I've said positive things about him, Crypto Saint. And it was only, he admitted full-fledged that, essentially his dominance token, or the one he's working with, that they're doing an ICO. He could not, because I insisted on Saint telling me this dominance pre-sale fucking ICO thing he's got going. I insisted that he tell me that the Ethereum that he's collecting, what is it going to be used for? And I even watched his videos, and it's like, well, we're not going to do IOST. I mean, I'm not even clear if they're not going to do it. No clarity whatsoever. And I even asked at some level if he would admit that he doesn't know what he's going to do with the money. He wouldn't even admit that. So I did my typical, you fucking piece of slimy bullshit scammer on him, which he didn't mind. Didn't mind that at all. But when I called him, I started calling out his true colors, and he started talking about, something about being pink because of vagina or anus or whatever. I don't know what the fuck. I said, no, man. You are clearly a pasty white Zionist. That's what got me kicked off. Calling Saint a pasty, clearly white Zionist. Dude. Okay, here's a project for you motherfuckers. I've gone back and forth with Sonny at not Sonny Decree, but Sonny at Gandhiji, one of the most respected people amongst those of you that follow. Listen to me and this fucking corrupt group of fucking scammers. I've gone back and forth with him in reference to a stable contract like Pyra. Pyra Bank doesn't have a price fluctuation, and that is really good to me. And to be completely honest with you, dude, if we look at percentages on Pyra, there's nothing. Credits, I got a fucking and Gandhiji, dude, Pyra is fucking doing really well for me, probably because there's so few dollars in it, or so few Ethereum in it, and the fact that when it's a Tron contract, the one I'm fucking talking about, that's doing so well from my perspective, the divvies in that. I'm sorry, dude. There ain't no fucking question. Do your fucking own research, man. Listen to all, follow none. But I'll tell you what, I listened to Sonny over there at Gandhiji talk about how Gandhiji is better in the long run. Yet, he can't tell me, like in the long run, yeah, if I wait long enough, it'll pump and those first in will fucking benefit. But what happens when the fucking Fed comes in? And the Fed or the CME comes in and they wanted to be a pessimist in that market. And they pump it, and then they get a bunch of fucking losers to follow them in, and then they dump it on those losers. You saw it in P3D. The clone. The master clone that was Gandhiji cloned. We saw that. And with that being said, I still want to understand why not having a stable contract where the price doesn't fluctuate and has no developer fee, why that's better. I met a coder yesterday. We'll see if he knows what he's talking about. But Sonny, I want to talk about it a little bit more so you can get me some clarity, because in my opinion, you know what I want to do? I'm going to have a fee. I'm going to have a 1% fee. You know what my fee is going to be for in a contract that's stable? Maybe not even 1%, maybe like a 0.5% or 0.25%. I want that half of or 0.25% go into a contract that exclusively shorts Bitcoin. That's all it does. So if the Fed comes in, they essentially short Bitcoin. You know, and if Bitcoin goes down, we all benefit. We can have some fucking function like Sonny does, where anybody when they want, they can flush it and distribute the dividends every time there's any fucking profit. Otherwise, those dollars that are shorting Bitcoin get stopped out, and then the Bitcoin price goes up, and we're obviously in a situation where the regulators can keep regulating. But if enough participation happens in such a contract that I'm speaking to, just imagine. Let alone, dude, I'm already paying 1% to 2% fees already, and I'm fucking killing it in Pyra. All right? You know, and I know the people at Pyra hate me. I don't give a fuck. It's in the code, motherfuckers. What's your code?